Shepard!
We managed to overcome the trial. Now we have a chance against the malevolence of the Cardinal.
The Fortin I remember was sincere and devout, with a sense of responsibility second to none. How could she do something like this? No, perhaps I don't have the right to say such things.
Malevolence in the hearts of mankind sure is complicated.
Yeah. I do hope we find a way to bring salvation to them. Someday.
Agreed.
If anyone can do it, you can.
What comes after? And the way to break the seal is... oh my.
Oh, were you actually awake? You can break the seal on an item's skill slot by engaging in sufficient battles with that item equipped.
Huh. Can I assume raising proficiency in that item to 1 star is enough to do the trick?
Yes, there are certain rules governing which skills will be produced by fusion. You can check this before fusion, but know this. If they're skills of the same element, you'll get a different skill from that element. If they're from the same group, you'll get a different skill from that group. If both element and group are different, you'll get a skill whose rarity lies somewhere between the two.
What about when you fuse equipment with sealed skills?
Ah, yes. That's a very important note to consider. Slots with sealed skills count as empty for fusion purposes. Therefore, if you really want to keep a certain skill, but you don't have another item with an empty slot, you can use one with a sealed slot instead to... Really? Sleeping at a time like this?
Is that so?
There's more of those dogs now.
Maybe Dezel has some new friends?
Well, that's no good.
He's talking with those dogs.
From a normal person's perspective, I bet we don't look any less weird.
Don't lump me together with those mutts.
But the dogs do feel the same, in a good way.
Those dogs are so mature.
If they're mature, then so am I. Give me some credit for once.
Shepard, there you are. The Church has asked the Emperor to have the Platinum Knights subdued and disbanded. They have been accused of instating a false shepherd and plotting a rebellion.
That was quick. Do you think they already got word of events in Gadadin?
This is because I got involved.
You're no fake. They're just making up excuses to do what they want.
Go see the captain in the Knight's Tower if you want to know more.
Cardinal Fortin. We can't underestimate her for a second.
Well, I'm ready on my end. Bring it on, Church Lady.
Sergei, thank goodness you're safe.
Is it true the Cardinal has ordered the suppression of the Knights?
It is. I suspect this letter we received was the last straw.
I, Boris Strelka, have witnessed Cardinal Fortin engaging in an unspeakable ritual. Using vile magic in the holy shrine, the Cardinal is unleashing incessant rains upon Pendrago.
The Cardinal is the one making it rain?
You can't be serious!
Considering the power of her domain, it isn't all that far-fetched.
There are Seraphim out there who've moved the continent.
Moved the whole continent?
Sergei, let's continue reading.
Cardinal Fortin is the evil behind the ongoing curse of the Empire and its people. Regrettably, I have already fallen prey to the curse of the Cardinal. I entrust the rest to my brother Sergei and my comrades.
If it's come to this, then we have no choice but to fight against the Cardinal. Sergei, where's the Pope?
There's something I need to tell everyone about that, but you might not like it.
I see. So he's not coming back.
I'm sorry for deciding without you.
The Pope isn't coming back? But now what? He was our shield.
We've been betrayed!
It is we, the Knights, who shield the Empire and its people! It is we who shoved our duties onto the Pope! It is we who are to blame for the consequences! Some things we must do ourselves, rather than depend on others. I swear on my lion's sword!
On my lion's sword!
Wait! No ordinary humans can hope to take on the Cardinal.
You've done more than enough. I do not wish for you to bear the same painful burden that the Pope had to.
You know, Sergei, even if it is for the people, this is still a political battle.
So what if it is?
Well then, how about this? We'll investigate the Cardinal's possible involvement regarding the rain from our end. In the meantime, Sergei and the others can try to convince the Emperor to believe the Knights.
So, ultimately Sergei means to fight the Cardinal after all?
Our goal is just to clear up this mystery. Don't you want to know?
Yes, I do. I'd like to find out if there truly is something causing the rain.
I must apologize. It seems all I can do is put you in danger.
I'm more worried about you. If the Emperor sides with the Cardinal or takes a hands-off approach, either way, you guys are screwed.
If we can convince the Emperor, we should be able to capture the Cardinal.
We'll get him to see the truth, for the people and our comrades.
Boris was Sergei's brother, wasn't he?
He was investigating the Cardinal, and he put his life on the line for it.
Sergei seemed pretty calm about the whole thing.
Hey, do we really have to risk our necks out there for something like this?
I think we do. I don't know about you, though. No guards? This has got to be a trap.
Things are gonna get crazy from here on out.
You said it.
Now!
You got it! Yes!
But even so...
This is some malevolence.
Do you think that it could be Mount Hellas who's possessing the Cardinal?
What did the cat in the bird mask say? Me, owl!
Felt like the domain had been restored for a second.
Are terrible jokes also part of your oath?
I was really proud of that one.
I'm thinking it's not Mautalis.
Why?
Are you seriously
Exio was a servant of
Didn't know
Musif,
you liked
one of the
Hans.
5 lords like
What?
Mautalis.
I don't.
This
Why did
domain
the
is
cat
rather
take
strong,
off the bird
but
mask?
not leaps and bounds
looked too
different from
cute.
Exio's.
I knew it.
When did you start making logical arguments?
There should be a vista point nearby.
There's something back there.
It's a trap. Totally a trap. But
A hidden door? Seriously, how cool is that?
I hate myself for saying it, but so cool.
The village chief knew the whole thing by heart, didn't he? Impressive.
The shepherd is granted 4 powers: earth, water, fire, and wind. They are the blade that shall cleave the Lord of Calamity.
That's just what the village chief was saying. You memorized it?
More or less.
He's actually pretty decent at that sort of thing.
I'm sorry, Sergei. You're more capable than I thought.
What did you take me for?
But what exactly are the spiritual powers of the shepherd?
All of nature is composed of 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and wind. Each one is governed by one of the 4 eldest seraphim.
Right. Eumacia, Amanak, Musif, and Hyanua.
Correct. They maintain the balance of the entire continent of Glenwood.
When you put it that way, they sound almost like gods. Though they lack a certain divine presence.
We feel much the same, actually. They're ostensibly the source of our seraphic arts, but we're basically never aware of them.
That's the nature of the 5 lords' existence. The shepherd's spiritual powers are most likely the result of a fortification of elemental affinity through the blessings of the 5 lords.
And all to battle against the Lord of Calamity.
Kind of a shame that such wondrous power has to be squandered on fighting.
That man. He was a former shepherd, wasn't he?
Yes.
I see. He seemed like a pretty laid-back fellow.
Unlike certain other shepherds.
Shut up.
Well, there's one more thing we learned.
Yeah, let's go on to the next one.
Huh?
Wait, you're not gonna ask her for more details? Wouldn't it be crazy useful to get info on your predecessor?
There's a reason why Lila never mentioned it, don't you think?
We know that much at least.
Sergei. Mikleo.
But that reason just might be the key to all our problems. You better hope you don't regret it later.
They may be kids, but they're not as immature as you'd think.